Welcome to SpitDatSauce Podcast, where you know what it is, so you ain't gotta ask, where we discuss sports, entertainment, and everything in between. I am Jamar.
I'm Vince.
CGA.
What up, good people? Welcome to SpitDatSauce Podcast. Your boy's riding solo today. Tyler is somewhere on vacation on a beach right about now, good brother.
Yep.
But I got my boy, I got my DJ up in here.
What's up?
I got my DJ up in here, so we're gonna give you a good show today. We're gonna talk a little bit about, a little sports. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Timberwolves. The season is over. I'm disgusted about it.
Yeah, me too.
We gotta make some moves, man. We gotta make some moves. Hey. We got to make some moves to get to the next level. We're gonna talk a little bit about Anthony Edwards, what it's gonna take for him to get to the next level, for him to bring a chip to Minnesota. I still got confidence in my boys, man. I still believe in my boys, man. I'm gonna ride Minnesota all day. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the finals, too. We got the finals coming up. First games today. I'm putting in my prediction. DJ, you gonna put in your prediction? Who you think going to win? OKC, Indiana?
I think Indiana might get it. I'm going for Indiana.
Okay. So, yeah, I got you. I'm kind of leaning towards Indiana myself. But yeah, we got a lot to get into today. We're gonna have a little different show, when we talk about, sports, entertainment, and everything in between. We're gonna talk a little bit about the in-between stuff. We're gonna get into what is the definition of a good man and what's the definition of a good woman. And I want y'all comments. I want y'all to let's get in that conversation. Let's talk about that. We're gonna hedge it out a little bit. I'm gonna throw my perspective out there a little bit, and we're gonna have a good show. But we're gonna get started. Man, let's talk about the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously they lost, and they're out of the playoffs, and it's still a lot of basketball to be played, but in the end, they just couldn't get it done, man. I mean, Anthony Edwards, the brother, man, tried to do all that he could do. But it's hard when you're getting double teamed, triple teamed, and you're the only one on a court that really is creating his own shot. OKC said, okay, if we take him away, we can win the series. And basically that's what they did. They took Anthony Edwards away when the time came for him to try to take his team to the next level. They triple teamed that dude, and the other players, Randall, Big Rudy Gobert,
yeah.
Jaden McDaniels, which is one of my favorite players, by the way.
He played some good D.
They just couldn't get the job done, and
just wasn't falling really.
They won one game, and they on vacation just like Ty right now on vacation. They somewhere on a beach right about now.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about. So they lost the series, and some players played well, some players didn't. Naz Reid is, I think he's a free agent. N'Keal Harry. Oh, no, not N'Keal Harry. Alexander Walker. I think he's a free agent. And Randall's a free agent.
I think they're going to do some changes, next year. You're going to see some new faces, some trades.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out, bro. Because why you trade Cat for just a rental for Randall for 1 year? I don't understand that. Were they trying to get him off the books so they could bring in the rumor they might bring in KD.
Yeah, I heard about that. You know,
If you
who they gonna get rid of though?
Yeah, but but you
Rubert, whatever his name is.
Well,
center.
Yeah, they're gonna have to give up somebody to get him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, they might have to give up 2 people to get him.
Yeah, Randall. I think Randall's is option. He's got an option to opt in on his contract. But Naz Reid, he can walk. So you can't trade him. It's been speculations, there's been rumor about Big Rudy. He may be shipped.
Yeah, he might.
He may be gone. So, you know, that. But I want to talk about what is it going to take for Anthony Edwards to take the next step. The young man got the 3. He got the handles. He can drive to the basket. He may, I don't know if he has a midi. I think he might have a midi, but I think, my opinion, I think for him to take it to the next level, I think that young man is going to have to develop the skill of playing with his back to the basket. Because if you play like, you know, Kobe developed that skill, Michael Jordan developed that skill, and it just opens it up, the floor up, because you can see the floor better with you can see your players, your teammates, and you can be able to pass out of the double team quicker.
Yeah.
And I think if he develops that over the summer, I think he could be the top 2, top 3 best player in the NBA. If he develops the skill to play the game with his back turned to the basket, he would be unstoppable.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
He would be unstoppable. And so, but I also think that they need another player that can actually create their own shot.
Yeah, they need a score or something.
Because
threat.
Yeah, right. Because teams now, they know if they stop and they take away at least 50% of the offense. And we need somebody, and I say we because, you know, that's my squad. You know, I'm riding with them.
Yeah.
They need to get a player that can create his own shot.
Yeah.
If they do that, say hypothetically, we're just talking. This is hypothetical, but I'm hoping that they get it.
Yeah.
But if they get that player, Kevin Durant, if they get Kevin Durant to come play in Minnesota, and I want you to understand that we know Kevin Durant's record. You know, people are saying that KD ain't gonna be, is not gonna get it done because he's been to several places like the Phoenix Suns right now, and they getting put out as if that was KD's fault. It ain't KD's fault that Booker sometimes go missing. It ain't KD's fault that all those players that you signed is just not good when it counts. It's not his fault. You can't put that on him. I think if he comes to Minnesota, I think they would be well, it depends on who they get rid of. Now, who you gonna give up to get him? Because you got to give somebody up to get him. I'm saying anybody who's not Anthony Edwards, and Jaden McDaniels. Everybody else, you got to sacrifice a little bit to get a chip, bro. Yeah. You've been close. You've been back to back.
It's the second year, right? They're real close.
Yeah, second year they've been to the finals.
Yeah.
Man, I mean,
you just need that, to score more at the end, because we be missing our shots and taking bad, just
right,
forcing a shot or something.
Yeah, I man, look, they're gonna have to give up somebody to get KD. I'm saying get whoever it is that you need to give up. Have that conversation now. Get that game plan together so you can get KD here in Minnesota. Now I know KD is
but he been on so many teams though, man.
Yeah, he's long in the tooth, but I still think KD, man, is a heck of a player. He's a
he's a scorer.
He's a scorer, man, and that's what you need.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine him on this team? When you triple teaming Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, it really all depends, how the chemistry is,
Right.
He might have to play a role or something,
Man, KD's game is so good that one of the attractions of KD playing for you is that he can fit in to any situation.
Yeah, he can play,
and he can slide in there.
Yeah,
he can slide in there and do it in a way where it seemed like you've been playing with him for 5 years.
Yeah,
that's how good KD's game is, because he's a triple threat. He can play inside, outside. He can, you know what I'm saying? He can take you off the dribble. I mean, he's got a flawless offensive game. And I think that he'll be serviceable enough to play good defense. When you're around dogs like Ant and Jaden McDaniels, you can't help but to come up and play good defense. And I think that's what the Timberwolves need to do. I needed to get that off I just needed to let it go.
Well, I guess the thing is KD willing to come here if he can come here? Does he want to come to Minnesota?
Hey, if he's playing in Phoenix, he'll come here. If he's playing with Booker, and then he's him and Anthony Edwards is like his them boys, they ride together. They won a gold medal together. And so I think that relationship is there. I think that he would love to come and you know what? I think the era of this situation where you got to be in a big market to make it. I think OKC and teams like that is just telling you don't have to do it, because OKC is not a big market, but they've put out good product. And I think now is the era of putting out good product, regardless if you're New York City or LA. I think Ant-Man has I mean, he's marketable, man. I mean, he's in every commercial just about on the NBA games. It's always Ant. So you can't tell me that you can't do good at a small market, because Anthony Edwards is and Shai Gilgeous is telling you that you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's all about the player, not necessarily where the player is playing. I think it's more so the player, because Minnesota, they get a lot of TV. People want to watch that boy play.
Yeah, I got you.
You see, they want to see Oklahoma play. So it ain't like that they're not being able to get their share of revenue when it comes down to playing and being on TV. I think people my opinion, I think people talk about big markets too much because.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just say if KD did come, who would you have the starting five would be? If he was on,
Oh man.
Who would you have the starting five?
Oh man, I don't know, bro. I don't know how that's gonna look.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
I don't.
Is he gonna come off the bench, or is he gonna, you gonna take somebody's spot? Or,
yeah. Let me. I'll drink for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be
I don't know. Hey, but you know what though? Does it really matter when you got KD and you got Anthony Edwards running the show? Does it really matter who's the running mate to them?
Man,
whoever it is, they're gonna eat. Cause you can't double and you are not going to double team Garnett. I mean, not Garnett, but I wish Garnett would have been playing with
KD, whatever. If KD did come.
KD. You wouldn't be able to double team any of them. And then that young guy, young rookie Shannon.
Yeah,
Jr.
he's cold.
He's
too,
one more year. He's got some experience. He's an older player. And so he's already built for success. He's got the NBA body. He comes from a good program. The boy was balling in the playoffs. I don't know why he didn't play as much as he should. And then you got Dillingham. I think Dillingham is going to work on his game. I think he's got something to prove. Coming in next year. They still, DiVincenzo, they may have to package him up to acquire KD. And for me, I'm that's perfectly fine by me.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
But
I like him as a player though. He brings a certain toughness to the game. You know, he does. He does it. He's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. And so now let's get into the finals.
All right.
Oklahoma Thunder versus the Indiana Pacers. Defense versus offense. Now they say defense wins championships.
That's what they say.
Well, you know what? We about to see.
Yeah.
We about to see because you got the number one defense and you got the number one offense going head to head.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, yeah.
Both benches are deep, bro. Indiana goes 12 deep. And Oklahoma goes like 12, 13 deep. So we're going to find out. I think this first game is going to let us know if it's going to be a series. I think.
So where they playing at, in Oklahoma?
Yeah. They playing in Oklahoma.
Okay,
Oklahoma had the best record.
All right.
Yep. So
man, it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. Yeah.
What you think?
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm going for Indiana. I think they do what they do.
Right. You know what? I got an upset too. Not just because they beat my Wolves.
Yeah.
But then again, they beat my Wolves, so I don't want them to win nothing. Man. You can't tell me nothing different than that.
That's what I'm going for. Indiana.
I don't want you to win nothing.
I'm going to Indiana.
I want you to fall straight on your face and then get back up and then fall again. Nah. But, it's going to be a good series. I do want it to be a good series no matter what. I don't want no one wants to watch a boring finals of somebody getting swept. The NBA don't want that.
Hey, what if they had a third place and the Wolves and New York played for third place?
What? Man, we want number one. Man.
I understand. I understand. I'm just saying, what if they had to play third place. You know, you think
it wouldn't be watchable. Nobody's gonna watch it because everybody's trying to be number one.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody, who cares? Who cares? That's like when you run in the Olympics.
Well, I mean, a medal's a medal. You still got a medal,
but nobody's remembering.
You still should be proud that you got a medal.
Man, nobody's remembering somebody finished 4th place.
You know.
So what if you finish 4th place? If you strive and you get silver and gold is what they call it. There's a difference between silver and gold and bronze. Yeah. And wait a minute. Is bronze, silver, gold, bronze, and then what?
No, just silver and gold and bronze. It's only 3.
It's just 3, right?
Yeah, 3 medals.
They just recognize the 3.
3 medals, yeah.
Man, look. I know for me, I would never want to finish 4th in anything. 3rd is respectable, but nobody cares about 4th place. They never have. Not even in Pee Wee League. People, you playing Pee Wee? Do you ever play Pee Wee football?
Yeah.
Man, look at here, man. If I got 4th place, man, I'm upset. As a 8-year-old, 9-year-old Pee Wee League, I'm not even trying to hear it. If you gave me a 4th place, I'd throw that thing back at you. Man, take this bull. Man, I don't care nothing about this. But it's gonna be an interesting, very interesting series. Offense versus defense.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good game.
Shea versus Halliburton.
Mm-hmm.
You got Miles Turner, who's very, very, very good. You got Chad Holmgren and Lou Dort. That's just what his name is, Lou Dort. Man, D up my boy like that, man. See, we coming for you next year. Don't even worry about it. You better win it this year because you ain't gonna get a chance next year, Dork. I'm letting you know right now. The Wolves is coming.
Yeah.
They just the pack just they got to eat a little bit more. They got to get a little bit more hungry. Yeah, that's what the pack got to do.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be a good series, bro.
I think if KD did come, I think we probably get over that hump. I think.
You think?
Oh yeah, I think we be in the finals. I don't know if we'll win it all, but we'll get over.
No, we gotta win it.
That hump. Yeah,
we gotta win it. We just can't. We just don't want to get. We just don't want to go to the party.
Yeah, I mean I know that.
We want to win it.
But I think if we had KD, I think we'll get up there. Be in the finals.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got faith. I'm with you, Cyrus. But yeah, man, we're hoping. We're hoping for a good. All we can ask for is a good series, bro. Please, Indiana, please give us a good series. Don't get swept. Make it interesting. Don't be getting blew out.
I don't think
by 30 or 40 points. Do you know what that's going to do to the NBA? Do you know what that's going to do to the ratings? We need good games equals good ratings. Please do that.
Please now.
Yeah, man, because I want to see a good game. I want to see a good. My Wolves ain't in it.
Yeah.
I want to see some. Now, please, refs, don't call the game fair. I mean, don't be. We already know Shea. You touch him just a little bit, and foul. You look at him and I think they were calling fouls before the game started. We testing the whistles. That's how I felt, man. I don't know. That's just how I felt. Now, somebody in Oklahoma may say different, but so what? Who cares? Who cares about your team? Not I. But okay. What else? Oh, so we're gonna turn it up a little bit. Give me some talking music. Give give me some talking music. We're going to turn this up a little bit. Now we're going to do something a little different. Now we're going to go into this in-between entertainment, in between. What is the definition of a good man? What is the definition of a good woman? I haven't been out there in them streets in a long time, so I don't know. We straight. I'm just conversation. I want your comments. I'm gonna throw some scenarios out there and give you something to think about, and we just gonna vibe on it. And you tell me what you think in those comments. I want to see them. I want to see what you're saying. I want to see what the streets are talking about. Situation. I was talking to a buddy, and we were just talking in general about, relationships and what's going on. He's dating, he's in the dating scene. And I have no idea what's going on out there in the dating scene, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me too.
It's
different.
It's different. It's definitely different. And we were just talking in general, and so we just said, well, what is the definition of a good man? What? I give my perspective of what the definition of a good man is, but everybody thinks different. Everybody's opinion is different than others. Now, for me, the definition of a good man is someone that's, for me, God-fearing man.
Yeah.
Values his value people that's important to him. Values life in general. You know what I'm saying? That's always thinking of a way to make a good living and take care of his responsibilities and do it in a way that holds his integrity. Now, flip that.
Yeah. Okay.
Is a man good if he has challenges in his life? First scenario, a brother that's been taught a little different. He makes his money, but he makes his money in a illegal way. But he has to do what he has to do to take care of his kids. Put food on the table. Is he considered a good man? Because the way he's making his money, if he make his money just a little bit different than the 9 to 5. Is he still a good man?
Well, like I said, it all depends where you're spiritual, where's your spiritual thing at,
So you're coming from a spiritual.
Yeah, spiritual, like, where your foundation, what your beliefs are, all that, So I wouldn't do nothing illegal, I have done stuff illegal when I was young, didn't know no better, but
did it make you any different than the man you are now?
Well, as I'm older now, I see what I have done,
right.
That was illegal and stuff like that, and the aftermath. I think that's, I feel bad about that,
okay,
because it's, it's destruction, So I feel like if you got to do something that's gonna hurt people,
hurt the community,
or I don't care, because that's like saying drug dealer giving out free turkeys on Thanksgiving, but the other side is bad. You got people.
New Jack City.
Yeah. I'm just saying, but it does happen. They do a lot of stuff, try to do good to the community, but then the other half, they destroying it. It's like a front. to me. It's like a facade, you know.
Right.
You know, so I think that's wrong. I think that because God sees everything, you know, and your actions, you know.
So you're
accountable for your
perspective
actions.
is coming strictly, really, basically on the biblical aspect of it.
You know, I fear God, so
Right. I definitely understand that, but you know, I'm gonna say this. You know, everybody's raised different.
Yeah, I understand.
And, you know, so some people, that's all they know is the hustle. And you know what? I want to clarify this because hustling is a mentality. You can still do.
Yeah, you can hustle in a good way.
Hustle in a good way. So I'm not
hurt nobody.
I'm not trying to paint a picture of men that just out there, you know, selling drugs. I don't want to do that. But the reality is
conning, you know, all that.
It's a lot of people out there that's scheming and doing things of that nature to try to, you know, provide for their family. And so, you know, do you just do what you got to do? How long are you doing it? Are you doing it to get to the next level? Or have you just decided I'm married to the life and I'm just going to do it because I enjoy doing it? Some people do it because they enjoy doing it.
You know, just
whatever it is that they're doing,
hurting
illegal.
people, conning people.
Yeah, whatever
to get
it is.
a dollar,
Yeah. Some people don't have a conscience, bro. I mean, we just keeping it real.
Yeah.
Some people, they just think of themselves. You know what I'm saying? They ain't thinking about the community. They ain't thinking about Uncle Dave, or they ain't thinking about that auntie or that uncle that's struggling wherever they're struggling and doing what they're doing. They don't think of that. So flip side of that, what is the definition of a good woman? I don't know that, because I know what I feel what a good woman is to me, but that's just my opinion. A woman that's honest, upfront and honest, and has your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna stick with you through the thick and thin, because you know, some women, if you can be up, and then the next 2 summers, if you're not flowing the way you were flowing in the beginning, they may move on. I mean, a lot of women, man, to be honest with you, they move like men.
Yeah,
nowadays
it's changed. Yeah, that's the sentence. You know, relationships change.
Relationship change.
Mindsets change.
Now, people change.
Yeah, just
the perspective of what people and expectations have changed, bro.
Yeah, it's what they seeing on TV, and you know what they watching, what they listening to.
Internet. Internet has a lot of influence on people. Yes, indeed, good brother. So, what the definition of a good woman is a. I'll give you one scenario. Is it a good woman? That she's providing for her family, but she's doing it. She on that pole. She on that pole. But she's on that pole to take care of her kids. Is she considered a good mother? Is all money
choices,
good money?
I think.
Is all money good money? Is it things?
If you got to do that,
right?
Show your body and make people
right.
Right. Go into other things that's not good. I mean, I think that's not right. My opinion.
I got you. Is all money good money? Like I said, is providing for your family by any means necessary. Is it that is? I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. Is it, by any means necessary? I gotta go out here and handle my business, or is it value? Do people have standards anymore? I mean, America, let me know. People, let me know. Is it a standard? Does it matter who you with and what they're doing, as long as they're doing what they need to do in your eyesight? Values go out the door when you're trying to survive. You tell your kids later, look, I had to get my hustle on to put you in school, or I had to get my hustle on to put food on the plate. I just want your comments. Let me know what you think. I know it's a little different vibe, but tell me what you think. I want to know what's up, America. I want to know what's up out there. We want to know what's up.
Yeah.
At SpitDatSauce Podcast. Well, we just get in. We just vibing today, man. We just vibing.
Yeah,
I'm solo. Remember, your boy Ty is somewhere on the beach right now.
Having fun, relaxing.
Having fun. Today was a good day today.
Yeah.
But I wasn't on no beach. But we hope that he's enjoying himself in his vacation. It was my boy's it was his birthday yesterday.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
So happy birthday, good brother. When you see this, happy good birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
We'll see you when we see you. We're not going to get into the video we normally, we're not gonna do I can make you famous.
Okay.
Nah, we're not. We're gonna save that. Today was a different day. We got into some topics. Freestyle conversation.
On the spot.
Yeah. We just handled our business like we supposed to. You know what I'm saying? The show the show had to go on, and we did the thing. You guys have a great day.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend. And we'll talk about the first game next time. Until we see you again, DJ.
Yeah.
DJ.
All right. Take
us out.
And that's a wrap for this episode of The Sauce. We hope you enjoyed the mix of sports and entertainment and everything in between. If you love what you heard, be sure to follow, like, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Stay connected with us on social media for updates, hot takes, and a little extra flavor. Until next time, keep it saucy.